phone, and an internet communicator. These are not three separate devices. This is one device.
Welcome back to the Daily 5 podcast presented by me, Rainy Cage. Today I had something different planned, but then I realized it's the 10-year anniversary of the iPhone, and I thought, as big of a freaking Apple fanboy that I have become over the last 10 years, I've got to talk about the iPhone 10-year anniversary. It's just crazy to think that 10 years ago, me personally, I thought that the iPhone was a joke. When it was announced, I thought no one is going to pay $600 for a phone. At the time, I think had like a flip phone it was like a Go phone. I never freaking used the thing. I thought phones were a joke at the time. And I just didn't see the merit in it. I wasn't the biggest Apple fan at the time. They felt like they were on their way out. And then fast forward to 1 year later, I was, at AT&T picking up the iPhone 3G, and I've never, went back. I've always stuck with Apple. The phone was just revolutionary for its time. It sold 10 million units that first year. It's gone on to sell over 1 billion in the last 10 years. That is just crazy. At the time, there was nothing like it. I mean, this thing had a 3.5-inch multi-touch screen, one physical button, an all-touch design. I still remember Steve Jobs holding up the phone and going, look at how you can surf the web on phones right now, and with styluses and things, and then him showing it on the iPhone, and it was pretty impressive. And now, what every 10 minutes of my life am I not using my iPhone for something? It's just crazy how 10 years changed my opinion from I'm never going to need a cell phone to using it every day. And that's just to go to show how revolutionary the iPhone was back in its day. And I know the company is different now without Steve Jobs. Tim Cook is a much different CEO than Steve Jobs was, but I am looking forward to what the future at Apple has in store for us. I know they have something big planned with the 10-year anniversary phone that's said to be going to cost upwards of $1,000. It's crazy that I was like, no one's going to pay $600 for a phone, and now I'm just like, $1,000 iPhone, sign me up day one. As many people know, as soon as the new iPhone comes out, I have to have it. I like to upgrade to whatever the newest is most of the time. I love just everything about Apple, the ease of use, their app store, their infrastructure. There's just the power of the Apple ecosystem is still there. I know that there's lots of competition now, and people like other things, but at the time, back then, when this iPhone came out 10 years ago, it was truly revolutionary. There was nothing like it. And so revolutionary that it changed my mind within a year, just completely. And now I love almost everything Apple. And I miss Steve Jobs like everybody else. He was definitely a driving force behind Apple's revolutionizing. But still, crazy to think about 10 years ago, the iPhone first launched. You can go online, watch the original press conference. It's very interesting. I've watched it several times when they first announced the phone. It's a very good watch. Steve Jobs. I still think we can get a really good Steve Jobs movie. I did like a couple years ago's Jobs, but I feel like we can get something a lot better. And but that's basically it. Just want to talk about how crazy it is. iPhone's 10 years old. What do you guys think? Till next time, this is Rainy Cage. Peace out.